Good morning and welcome to day 39 of Austin's The Adventure. Alright, so tough news today. The sleeping bag liner that I used last night as my covers was fantastic until like 2 a.m. And then my body finally cooled down and I got really cold. So I've pretty much been awake, kind of freezing since 2 a.m. And now I'm like pretty pissed because I'm gonna have to go buy a quilt or something because it's too hot for my 20-degree sleeping bag. Like there's no way that would be comfortable right now, but it's too cold for like just this thin sleeping bag liner. So I'm gonna have to go back into the store somehow and buy a $150 quilt because the sleeping bag liner was $75. So yeah, I'm just really aggravated that the sleeping bag liner didn't work out as good as I thought it would. Most people use a sleeping bag liner instead of like a summer quilt, but I don't know. I'm just pretty pissed and wish that I had just gone with the quilt yesterday, but here we are. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to go back into Marion today to the outfitter, get a quilt, and just use that till it gets too hot for the quilt. But I can't do that another night like that again. I've got to get sleep if I'm gonna be hiking like this all the time. So yeah, it's just very aggravating. All right, so I left the shelter probably 15 minutes ago, and I'm headed down to Interstate 81, which is where there's some gas stations, and some restaurants and stuff. But I'm gonna see if I can find a ride back to Marion so I can go get that quilt, which I've been reading on Far Out. There's a lady who apparently is like a trail angel who just does everything for free. Like she'll pick you up if you need it. She'll let you stay at her house if you need it. She'll do all kinds of stuff for you if you need it. So I'm gonna see if I can call her and get her to pick me up and take me into Marion. But if not, I may just try to hitch or something. But yeah, that's the plan right now, is just 4.5 miles, try to get back to Marion, and then come back to the trail and hopefully make it over to my stop for the night, which is the Quarterway Inn, which is kind of a little just hostel on the side of the trail. But yeah, so hopefully it works out like that, but who knows? The AT, just things change out here literally minute by minute. So stay tuned. All right, so that's that power line making that noise. And there's a pretty view of a farm. But yeah, that's the power line making that noise. And I've got to walk right under it. So I'm just gonna do this as fast as possible because that's really freaking me out. I don't think they're supposed to be doing that. All right, so I made it to this old schoolhouse, and there's trail magic. And if I'd have known, you could stay here. So I could have either slept in here or I could have camped outside. This place is just always unlocked, but they've got all kinds of goodies and stuff for hikers. So this is a really interesting but really cool find. All right, so perfect timing on the train. It literally just came through here not 2 minutes ago. So definitely hit this at a good time because I can go straight on through and not worry about it. But look at these fields up here, really pretty. All right, so I'm here at this Exxon. I called the lady that shuttled me yesterday, and so she's on the way to pick me up. I'm gonna go to the outfitter first, get the quilt, hopefully run by McDonald's for lunch, and then be back here and start on the trail. I'm staying at this place called Bear Garden tonight. It's just a storm tonight, so they have bunk rooms available. I was gonna stay at the Quarterway Inn, but there were just some complications there. So I'm gonna go to a different place, which is about two miles ahead. So yeah, that's the plan today. All right, so I got my quilt. It's a Big Agnes, which is a really popular brand for just like backpacking equipment, like tents and sleeping bags and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, the lady that I saw yesterday that's working in there, she was like, "Oh, you're back," and I was like, "Yeah, I froze last night in the sleeping bag liner," so I was like, I needed to come back. So yeah, but very excited about this. I think I'll be a lot warmer. I'm gonna keep my liner just because it may get too hot for this, but yeah, so I'll have both. All right, so I just left the Exxon, which is back there. The same lady that picked me up yesterday picked me up today, took me to McDonald's, took me to the Outfitter. It's 12:37, so finally headed out, about to head under Interstate 81. But I was gonna stay at the Quarterway Inn, like I said, but I'm gonna go an extra 2 miles and stay at another hostel that has a bunk room. It's supposed to storm this afternoon, so I'm gonna try to hoof it and make it there pretty quick. But yeah, also my phone battery is pretty low right now, so and my battery pack needs to be charged. So yeah, it's my phone may die before I get there, but whatever. I mean, I got the white blazes, so at least I know I'll get there. But hopefully the terrain isn't too bad. But yeah, just that's been my day so far. All right, well, this is the Virginia that I expected. Just kind of fields, little rolling hills. I don't think the terrain, like I said, is supposed to be bad today. It's not even 1,000 feet of elevation, like getting on any of these hills that I'm about to go over. So yeah, it's gonna kind of roll today, which I'm really excited about. But these fields are really nice. Again, just something different. All right, I'm a quarter of the way to Maine. Took me 5.5 weeks to get here, but 25% is in the books. 75% to go. All right, here's a pretty cool little black snake. Haven't seen one of those in a long time, but here we are. Just thankful it's not a rattler. Plus, that also makes you feel better because I'm like, okay, there's a black snake, so there shouldn't be any rattlesnakes around here, I think, because they kill other snakes, I'm pretty sure. So don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. All right, so the weather has taken kind of a quick turn for the worst, I think, which I knew there was a storm rolling in this afternoon, and it really says like storms by 5. Right now it's 3:30, and I've got about 5.5 miles to go before I'm at my hostel. So I think I'll probably get there right as the storm is coming through, but just at this point trying to book it there to avoid kind of most of the big parts of the storm. Maybe I'll get hit early with it and that'll be it, but yeah, hopefully I make it before it gets really bad. I can't help it. I'm hot, sweaty, tired. I'm gonna take a dip in the river real quick. Okay, so I just saw this sign, which basically means for the next 10 miles, I think I have to stay on trail because I'm going through private property and I'm not allowed to go outside the trail boundary. So I think that means the river here is off limits. So looks like I won't be taking a dip after all. All right, so I'm hanging out here at the hostel. There's 6 of us staying here. So really just chill, super awesome. They have like a fridge over here, easy snacks. You just, I mean, they're all, you get to pay for them and stuff, but you just keep a tab and then settle up the next day. But the owner of this hostel convinced me to do the marathon challenge that they have, which is they drive you 26 miles down the trail and then you slide pack back. And when you make it back, she bakes a cake for you. And so I was all about it since it was a challenge. So, and it gets me 26 miles ahead a lot easier and a lot faster. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Yeah, I really don't care either. Like, I still think I'm a purist. I still think that I'm like a traditionalist of just like, I'm hiking all the white blazes, but we're just doing it a little bit differently. And I get a cake, so worth it in my opinion. But yeah, so we're rolling out of here at 6:30, and they say it usually takes about 10 to 12 hours. So that's kind of what I'm shooting for. So then I'll stay here another night, and they'll shuttle me back to where they shuttled me to yesterday, the next day, or tomorrow. Sorry, that was confusing. But I'll spend 2 nights here, which will be nice, 2 nights in a bed. And it's just a cool vibe. So yeah, that's the plan tomorrow. Hey y'all, it's Ralston here, hiking the AT. I'm hiking the AT for several reasons, but one big one is to support the Isaiah 117 house in Blairsville, Georgia. This organization is dedicated to helping foster kids at the moment they're taken out of the home and some of the most traumatic parts of their lives. That's where they seek to intervene, and so they seek to provide a house with food, clothing, foster parents, almost pretty much immediately after they're taken out of the home. So it's a really, really great organization that's dedicated to bettering the lives of children. And I just could not be more appreciative and more excited to support them and of all the work they're doing. So if you'd like to help out and donate, you can visit the link below, and it'll take you to the donation page. But please consider giving a gift to help support Isaiah 117. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, Maverick out.